All right, you know what time it is. Another Crumbl lineup. We had a series going, trying Crumbl until I like it. And now I think it's just to be called It Is What It Is with Crumbl, but y'all watch it anyway, so let's do it. Disclaimers before I start the video. I'm outside, so there might be some ambient noise, but there's a speaker playing music, so you might hear somebody "Whoa" in the background. Either that or the screaming kids on the inside, but at least I got a chair today. But anyway, let's see what we got today. I didn't even know what I picked. I just picked the 6 new cookies that they had. So here they are in all their splendor. You know how I get down. I'm going to explain to you what each cookie is. We're going to try it. We're going to see if I like it. And more than likely, I can see the ones I'm going to like and the ones I'm not going to like. But y'all like it. I love that for y'all. Let's get into this video. I said this last time, and just by holding this cookie, I can already tell that it's the exact same thing. They're baking these longer at the Crumbl that I'm at now. Like, it's not falling apart when I hold it. And that, for me, is really good. Even though I just spilled half of the one off the top. But this is the red velvet cupcake cookie. So it's topped with a swirl of delicious vanilla ice cream frosting and a sprinkle of crumbly red velvet cookie crumbs. So they took the cookie and then they took crumbles of the same cookie and put it on the top of the cookie. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. They're definitely baking these way longer. I know I keep saying that, but it's almost startlingly a good thing. This isn't bad. Again, the biggest issue I had, I feel like, is alleviated at my store. For people who are wondering, if you live in New Jersey, I'm at the Crumbl in the Bergen Town Center in Paramus, New Jersey. I used to go to this other one that was in Morris Plains, and it was complete ass. And this one, crazy enough, is way better. Now, it's not the greatest red velvet you'll ever have. I would equate it to like the red velvet Oreo, where I'm used to having red velvet in the South. This just isn't that. So it's not as sweet. I think red velvet is almost supposed to give you a toothache when you eat it. But texturally, it's on point. The cream cheese frosting is just straight cream cheese. I'm not necessarily mad at that. So this isn't crap. I actually think it's decent. I personally, if I wasn't making a video, wouldn't go out of my way to get this. But I can see why people would. So I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's damn good for me. I usually rate Crumbl cookies like 2s and 3s. Next up is the caramel or caramel, if you like saying caramel, I don't care, cookie featuring Twix. This is a shortbread inspired cookie filled with Twix pieces, then topped with a gooey layer of caramel chili milk. That's chili like CHILLY milk. Chocolate and crunchy topped Twix pieces. I feel like I'm gonna just show you all this. My privacy filters don't let you see this very often, but hopefully you can see that. I just feel like the real estate is not the same. The real estate is not the same on this cookie, but let's try it out. This is chilled, right? Is this chilled? Yeah, it is. I don't like this one. It's just shortbread. Shortbread, to me, just doesn't taste like that. And I also think because this is served chilled, it would be better at room temp, because the caramel is like, the texture of it is not right. It just threw me off immediately. But we take 2 bites. Yeah, I don't like shortbread. I feel like shortbread cookies, like a pecan sandy, they're supposed to have a little bit more. I'm not even gonna say it. Yes, I am. You gotta bake that longer and then chill it. That's just my opinion. But it does taste like little Twix pieces or a Twix. So I'll give them that. It's just a texture thing for me, which is usually my Crumbl issue. Therefore, I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. It's average. Again, I can see why people like it. You know, preference is preference, and it's just not for me. I can see these birds eating crumbs, and they starting to like, I don't want to hit a bird on time. I'm not gonna smack a bird, but don't touch my cookies yet, little bro. I'll give you a piece too, I swear. I wish, and he gone. Where'd he go? Oh, they under the table. Y'all can't see. Hold on, see my glasses and get this. Can y'all see that? Right there? Little bird. That bro was like, I actually think I had this one before and I didn't really care for it, but this is the Galaxy Brownie Cookie. You need my cheat sheet. It's a brownie cookie smothered in a warm fudge glaze and sprinkled with rainbow candy bits. If you've had the real name for these is Cosmic Brownies, the Little Debbie joints. This is just their version of it. They need a little bit more of a sprinkle on the top, but actually, That's all it took was them baking their cookies more for me. Again, this isn't bad. The outside has a nice little crunch to it, and the inside is surprisingly not dry. Like, eats like a brownie. And when you add that frosting on the top, I'll put it this way. This is way better than a cosmic brownie. And I eat cosmic brownies. I'm surprised I like this. Look, one thing I've always said, I don't hold biases towards things. I always rate things individually, and I call them like I see them. This is an 8. It's an 8. It's good. Just bake them, man. Next up is the pumpkin square. This is the one they charge you extra for. There's always some, like the pies, they charge you like an extra $1 on top of whatever you get. So this is that one for them. A moist, fluffy pumpkin square, marbled with brown sugar cinnamon butter, smothered with a light vanilla cream cheese frosting and topped with a sprinkle of warm spice. I wonder who gets paid to write these descriptions. This almost looks like it's underbaked, but I don't mind that in a cake. Cookies, that's a different story. The one thing, there's one thing they're gonna do. If there's one thing that they're gonna do, this is still warm too. They're gonna put together some cakes and cookies for that ass. That's what they did again. This is delicious, bro. It's super moist. It's fluffy. Cream cheese frosting. Pumpkin pie taste, not square or spice. And it's still warm. This has been good. One of the better pumpkin things I think I've eaten. Wow. Okay. All right. See? They should just sell cakes and pies. There should be a spin-off restaurant that they do where they don't even sell cookies. I don't even know what you want to call it. Doesn't matter. I would be there instead of here. That's a 9. That's damn good. Even the cream cheese frosting and that cinnamon butter in there really sets it off. That's fire, bro. I'd never in a million years. Never in a million years. But they do put some cakes together, bro. Next up is a strawberry milk cookie. This is a cookie featuring pyrroline, which is this little thing on the top. They're like these little things that come in a drum. I've had those before, but this is also a chilled. It's a strawberry streusel cookie. They top it with milky strawberry mousse, topped with a dollop of whipped cream, and then one of these pyrroline wafer straws. Those descriptive words. Not a fan. I do like this little crumbly part on the top, but it's not like really accounted for in the middle of the cookie. Yeah. You could really turn this to almost into like what those Good Humor bars used to be. An ice cream truck growing up. Let me just get this. That is stale. Stale. Even though it's the best tasting thing they have in here, it doesn't taste like that with this cookie. And this is the one I know and love. You see how I just could taco shell this? That's not what it is. That one gets a 2. That's the first one really where it's just like, nah. And finally, this is really the reason that I was like, oh, I could do this lineup. This is a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. I'm a fan of their chocolate chip cookies. Adding peanut butter chips to this is really the only difference between the regular and the OG chocolate chip. I feel like this is gonna hit as long as it's like cooked right, but yeah. It's a chocolate chip cookie. Well, there's peanut butter chips in it too. That's all. I would have liked the sea salt on the top, like they do on the OG, which would have really been like, ooh, and it's not there. But again, I don't know who runs this particular one, but they bake their stuff way more than the ones that I do. And I'm so not used to that. But like 8 billion times better than the other places. I'm a fan. Like if they sold this in the 4-pack like I used to, I would get these. These and the chocolate chip. Best things I have. I ain't got no milk either. 9.3. Look, as long as you bake this right, it's gonna hit. And one thing that it does is it hits. I can tell you this now that I've been here. This location, as I've said a bunch of times, if you're gonna do it and you're like me and you want to try it, I would come to this one over the other two that I've tried. They just bake their stuff more. And I know because I ran in there a couple of weeks ago that the person said was like, oh, we bake these more, you'll like them more. They knew who I was. And I'm not saying I had anything to do with that. I just think they probably heard it enough from people that they did their own thing. And I appreciate it because it makes these cookies enjoyable. And you guys like watching these videos. And I was torturing myself by eating them doughy ass cookies before. At least these are like, again, I have 6 cookies here, or 6 things here. 5 of them I rated above a 5, which, and if you watch my older videos, was never like that. So at least I got a good location, which is the great equalizer. But it's a sunny day. It's nice. I'm gonna hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all keep liking Crumbl. We're gonna keep crumbling. They come out with different cookies every week. It's tailor-made for content. Oh, come that damn bird again. Let me get out of here before this bird try to steal my food. I appreciate y'all for watching. Oh, he coming close as hell. No outro on this channel.